Alright, I'm back. We're in Act 2. Let's keep going. What's in this zone? Rogue Exiles, Abyss, and Blight. Alrighty. So I guess we can talk about these things one by one. And I guess we'll talk about when it shows up. So Rogue Exiles, what are Rogue Exiles? It's these things. They look like you. They look like other players, except they're that. Yo, is this guy attacking with a pickaxe? Is there a pickaxe in this game, guys? Is there a pickaxe skin? I've never seen it before. I've never seen this one before. Yeah? I want it now. Bro. Minecraft cosplay. It was on sale at the beginning of Endless Delve? No, I need to save my money. I've spent too much on this game, I can't do it. Gotta save the money. How much is it? Oh, is it a weapon? Pickaxe. No, I saw nothing. Okay, so those are Rogue Exiles, okay? This guy's a Rogue Exile too. So basically if they look like people and when you hover over them, they're like purple and they have names, those are Rogue Exiles. Exiles that have just gone Jason Bourne. They've gone rogue. Okay. So if you ever see them, what's interesting about Rogue Exiles is that they drop a full set of gear, which is why there's so much stuff. Because it's like, you know, like my immersion, right? Like this Rogue Exile was wearing a bunch of gear, and then when you killed them, it all dropped on the floor, a bunch of rings, at least one amulet, and some other stuff. And then what else is here? It has a Blight Encounter. Okay. Blight. Oh. Yeah, Blight's a... Alright. So Blight is something that you typically see in the end game. In what we call maps. Basically instanced dungeons in the end game. Blight has a great soundtrack sung by Cassia. That is true. You want to hear her soundtrack? Hold up. Nope. Can we still hear her? No, I walked too close to her. Anyways, Cassia does have a great singing voice. So Blight, it's actually tower defense. So when you hit the pump, this is like the tower or like the nexus, or I don't know how tower defenses work, man. The thingy that has HP, you know, it has 10 HP pump durability, okay? You want to keep the pump alive. And then you have these little things that you can build. You have 389 like building resources, and you get to choose a bunch of elements. So I'm gonna choose, I don't know, fire towers. And then you basically build a bunch of towers and play tower defense. You can also hit the monsters, but the point is you can see the paths here, and then once you get to the center and they destroy your shit, you don't get any rewards. But if you do manage to keep everything alive by the end of this encounter, you get a bunch of chests and like a bonus loot. GGG decided, this was a weird league. GGG just decided, hey, you know what would be good in an action RPG? Tower defense. I don't know. I liked the league. It was fun. Performance was terrible that league, by the way. But it was super weird, and it came right out of left field. Like nobody expected this one. Yeah. I legit didn't know that Blight has less options early. Yeah. You don't get the stun totems and the buff totem until like level 50 something. I mean, tower defense was already a variant of RTS, and RTS is only so different from ARPG point and click silliness. Okay, here's what I think happened, okay? GGG is just like throwing shit. They're throwing darts at a board. right? They're like, look, we gotta make something new every 4 months, and there's only so many loot explosion simulator 2.x or 3.x that we can do. So let's try something different. And then they go, hey, what's your favorite game? And the person went, I don't know, I don't play many games, but the only time I play games is when I'm on the toilet. I play a lot of balloons on my phone. And then they were like, okay, balloons. What's balloons? What's balloons? Someone explain to me what's balloons. And it's like, it's like this tower defense game. And then they're like, okay, tower defense. And they like put it up on a board somewhere. It's like, what about you? What do you play? And the guy's like, oh man, I've been just super deep into Factorio. I'm playing hours and hours of Factorio. I don't know. I haven't been playing anything else. And they're like, what's Factorio? I think I heard of that game. They're like, yeah, it's one of those simulators where like you build a factory. Lots of people play it. It's great. It's a good game. And they're like, okay, Factorio. And then they're like, okay, what about you? It's like, well, Pokemon Silver just came out. Basically, that's how GGG comes up with its leagues. And then every now and then they're like, okay, can we go back to something that's like PoE related? And they're like, okay, how about just like, there's this thing you got to either walk through or click, and then when you click it, you fight a bunch of things. And then they're like, yeah, okay, that's sure, let's do that. Right? Like every now and then you get like a super weird league that just comes out of left field. And then if it's not that, it's just like hordes of monsters come out from interdimensional portals to fight you, and you must defeat them and get loot. I don't know, man. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, so for Blight, once you complete the encounter, you get a bunch of loot. So you just open up these chests. Ooh, a bow. Could be interesting. +1 to socket of bow gems. That's good. Except it's a 2 socket. Or 2 link. That's still good. I'll put it on Toxic Rain, I guess. I'll recolor it. Green. Alrighty. Let us move on. I believe... Am I mistaken? I believe the exit's somewhere over here.
Return.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. 15% move speed. Okay. So here's where I'm gonna break my life resistance roll.
Going.
The only piece of gear that can roll move speed is the boots. And this thing has 10%, this thing has 15%. I like to move faster. That's basically what it comes down to. I like to move faster. So what I'll do at least is I'll hit it with an Orb of Augmentation. So this thing has one suffix, a prefix, right? There's one prefix. Blue items can have a maximum of one prefix, one suffix. So I'll hit it with an Orb of Augmentation, which augments a magic item with a new random modifier. So it's going to add one line. Okay, that was a waste of currency, but that's okay. That's okay. It's worth the try. I feel like I shouldn't say this, but okay, what is it?
Going.
Boots are the only item that can roll movement speed early game. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the one time where I'm gonna break my rule. Shaped rings and bows. Okay. Yeah, but
Speak.
you know.
Travel far.
We're not By then, hopefully everyone
Make it
knows.
fast. Going.
Shields. Shields can have move speed. Not in their stats, but in their implicit. That is true.
Ready, Exile?
Assassin caps. I mean, by then you're not like trying to get an extra 5% move speed in exchange for like 30 resistance, I hope. You know what I mean? Oh god, what am I doing this breach? No, I'm outie. Did I mention body armors have movement speed penalties? I did not. That is true. So when you put on body armor, you actually get penalized on movement speed. So some racers, I don't know if they still do it. They must, right? Some racers, they run around without body armor just so they can go a little bit faster. So there's actually like a pretty active racing scene in Path of Exile where you just try to race to, you know, kill the boss or get to the highest level as fast as you can. And like, I've seen some people literally take off their body armor in certain zones. Like, they'll be running, they'll like take it off and run a little bit faster. You can actually kind of tell that you go slightly faster when you take off the body armor. I believe armor items give the highest movement speed penalty, and then it's something else. I take it off in town. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's too like it's not try hard. It's not try hard. I just can't remember to do it. It's too many clicks. That's what it is. It's too many clicks, and I prefer to save my clicks. I got boomer hands, okay? And these boomer hands they're gonna get arthritis one day, and I'd like to preserve them a little bit longer. Racers don't use body armor, still 4 links? Shows what I know.
We will be best friends, Beast. Do not worry, slaughter you.
Like I said, I've been playing this game for a very long time. But my knowledge has been this is very limited in terms of just like how to get really good at the game. I get to the end game like plenty of times. I can get there. It takes me a while, you know. I take my sweet ass time. But like in terms of how to optimize my build, how to optimize the leveling process, how to be like super min-maxy, it's not that I never cared for it. Because I do want to be a better player. It's just that I know that even when I learn it, I'm gonna forget it. +3 life gain on hit is actually okay. Oh wow, we got a silver branch. Well, that's pretty poggy. That's also +1 to bow level gems. But it has like a bunch of other stuff. It shoots fast, 1.54 attack speed versus 1.3. It's very nice. Getting pretty lucky.
That was a great hunt, Exile.
Oh, I can put dash back on too. That would be great. Wait a sec. I never found the waypoint there. It's no Quill Rain. That is true. I mean, still, Silver Branch is still pretty nice, I think. Oh. Wait, I feel like I forgot to grab this waypoint too. Did I? No, I grabbed it. It's late, guys. It's getting late. It's getting a little late, okay? It's 1 a.m. I'm not used to staying up this late, but it's Friday. Drank a lot of coffee. And it's the first day of Flashback. It's exciting. It's always fun to like play on a new league, I think. Although I'm really gonna be excited for next league. Did you guys see the leaks? It looks like you're gonna be able to like customize your map device. That looks pretty pog. Yeah, skill tree on the or like ascendancy on the map device or something. I think it's like per map you're gonna be able to customize what kind of zones or what kind of zones are gonna be like more likely to roll. Maybe there's even ways to like guarantee it, like guaranteed, you know, harvest every time or guaranteed delirium. I heard they're gonna be bringing in harvest. Actually, harvest is going core. That's crazy. Why the fuck do I want to talk to Lyra? I don't. I want to help her. God damn it. Okay, so we're gonna run. So we ran to the end. We killed the blackguard, and then we clicked on the little thing. That was part of our quest. Specifically, the quest is that we go back to Act 1. We talk to Bestel, and we get a book of skill that gives us another passive point. So remember to do that.
Goodbye.
Okay, with the passive point, we're gonna take. What was the plan? I could probably go downwards and grab the HP, I think. So we're gonna go this way. Okay, so now we're gonna go this way. Oh god. Here's one thing with Path of Exile, right? Like, I need to stretch pretty often when playing this game. Like, my wrists just kind of take a beating. I don't think I grip the mouse very well. For those of you who are playing as well or watching, maybe do a couple wrist stretches, you know? It actually feels pretty nice. Oh god. Alright. And like, the stretches are easy. That's the thing. Try and do them often. Getting old, man. Getting old. These kinds of things used to be non-issues. And then one day it just became, well, more of an issue. Like, I used to be able to just, like, play, like, 10 hours in one sitting, no problem. No food, no nothing. Now, after, like, 2 hours, I'm just like, you know, I'm tired. You're exposing me? I've been playing since League launched. I can't do it anymore. I used to be able to. Which is also why, like, every hour, you know, I like to get up, refill my water. You know, maybe go to the washroom because I've been drinking a lot of water.
No point in looking back now.
Alright, we're leveling very quickly, which is nice.
I've seen some dark places in my line of work, but this is something else.
Okay, so there is a delirium here, so let's try doing that. You walk through the mirror and basically just try and kill as fast as you can. From where the mirror started, the smoke or the fog is slowly going to lift. So as you go further away from the fog, you kind of want to kill more things. And as you kill more things, these numbers start going up at the bottom. And that kind of represents how many drops you're going to get. So right now it's like 2 pieces of jewelry, I think that's what it means. And if you manage to get it to 3, or no, it's 1 piece of jewelry. Is that what it is? Anyways, when you get it to 3, you're gonna get 2 different kinds of items. So for example, after I kill this mob, I'm getting jewelry and that looks like a talisman. The numbers are just the tiers. Okay, so it's not how many. Yeah. If you can't tell, I didn't really play Delirium either. What was I doing during Delirium? I must have played a little bit of it. I was moving to my condo or to my apartment. Anyways, once you're out of the fog, the timer goes down, and when it counts down to 0, the items will drop. So yeah, that's Delirium for you. Wow, we're getting like super low level small cluster jewels. Do these things even roll anything if they're so low? They roll something, just not very useful, right? Oh, horrendous. 72 coins for fusing. Yes. There are some notables that roll low, but this might be too low for that. Yeah, like I believe at 50 something it rolls decent stuff. Like some decent stuff. But before that, there's not much.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
But yeah, like all of this flashback content though, like if you're a new player, you won't be seeing like 90% of this stuff until you get into the late game. So this is only useful if you're currently playing Flashback and you're like brand spanking new. Although how to level, you know, and like what items to pick up, that's still useful information, I think. And where to go, I guess. How to build your character. What passives to allocate. Actually, playing a Caustic Arrow is probably like a pretty decent league starter. It's been very smooth so far. I mean, I got a bunch of like items that kind of helped out, but even if you didn't have it, you know, just a +1 bow gem bow is enough. Caustic Arrow super meta league start? Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? I didn't mean for it to be, or I didn't mean to play it. Not that I feel guilty about playing a meta build, you know, it is what it is, but I guess what I'm saying is I didn't do it on purpose. I just decided, hey, I've never played Caustic Arrow before, let's try it. And then I also happen to know that it's pretty good. Alright, we're gonna skip the Harbinger, I think. I don't know. Harbinger shards are always good. You know, we could get Ancient shards, we could get Exalted shards. Instead, we got Transmutation shards. I hate everything right now. Okay, so we're gonna pick up some more life. Oh. I accidentally turned on a breach and there's a Harbinger here at the same time. What is going on? Okay. Okay, I'm not interested in this breach. The breaches are just like just not that rewarding these days. Wait, exalts and shards can't drop until zone level 35? Huh. You know, I didn't know that. I actually did not.
Travel far.
Well, that's good to know. Can't find 3-link gear. Like, these gloves are decent, but I need a freaking 3-link. Okay, well. Guess I'll just deal with having white gloves for now. Okay, let's sell these things.
What troubles you?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get them eventually. So later levels, we're gonna try and maybe do more harbingers and stuff. Okay, blood rage goes here. Precision, honestly, I don't think I need precision. Destroy. Okay, so we got.
What?
Am I tripping out? Did I not do the Weaver's Chambers? What's wrong with me? I came all the way here and I didn't do it. Oh, it's a Legion. That might be fun. So the Legion, you press the Legion thingy, and then a bunch of enemies will show up, and they're gonna be a frozen state, and you're gonna try and kill them as fast as you can before the timer runs out. And for every one of them that you kill, they're gonna unfreeze at the end of the timer. So you have to kill them again, and then you get a reward at the end. Typically, there are two sides. At the end of each side is probably where the most rewarding stuff is. So typically with Legions, what you want to do is you want to hit the Legion. It's not a totem. What is it? The Legion Tower thing? I don't know what it's called. And then Monolith. That's right. Hit the Monolith, and then you want to run to like one of the corners. And then just like clear out one of the corners and come back and clear out the other corner, I guess, depending on how much AoE your build has or how much clear speed your build has. You know, if you can clear super fast, maybe you just sit in the center. I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter. And then we ended up getting a few incubators, which is nice. So these things, pretty straightforward. Adds an incubator unique item to an equipable item, and then it drops after killing a certain number of monsters. So you just right click the incubator and you put it on items. So let's just put it on these things. There you go. And we got some more splinters too. And splinters work like the shards that we get out of Breach. Alright, they might be called Breach splinters too. And the idea is if you collect 100 of them, you get a Legion Stone, which is used for like end game boss fights and stuff. Both are splinters? Okay. Splinters, fragments, shards. See, I don't even remember the names, man. What is this? Is this Beyond? I opened up a detonate dead chest. I'm so like not paying attention. I just stood in there. How did I not die? Whatever. Also, might be a good idea to mention that you'll want to have 4 completed Legion emblems if you want to upgrade the map device. That is correct. So in the end game, oh god, I don't even know if I'm gonna get there, but
Allow me to turn your coins into something useful.
Stone of Lazar.
I
Pass.
look forward to our next fruitful
In the end game, you're gonna get these things called Legion emblems, and the idea is there's gonna be this thing that it's called a map device, and it can hold 4 items. And typically, when you collect 100 of these splinters, you get an emblem. And in your map device, you want to put all 4 of the emblems in there. And what'll happen is that once you run that zone and complete it, or no, just opening up a portal, I think, will make it so that, oh god, I walked into a detonate dead again. I'm not paying attention. It'll make it so that you can unlock a 5th socket on your map device. It's actually very useful. You have to finish it? Oh, okay. I've never had the problem. Typically, I actually finish the thing. Oh, actually, that's true. Your if you had challenges, it unlocks after you you complete it. You can't just walk in, walk out. Are there any Vol gems that I'm actually interested in? I'm trying to think of one. I don't think so. I don't know if I actually want to come in here. I don't think I'm that interested. Oh, it's a hard pass for me, bro. Let's try here. Okay. Ball RF for Bladefall Blade Blast, right? Oh, for Detonate Dead. Yeah, I think I get that when I transition. Actually, Bladefall Blade Blast could use Vol RF too. Anyways, we can get that later. I don't even know if that drops right now. It's so early. Man, the quiver that gives a little bit of life gain for each enemy hit is actually really good here. Because I just get some good sustain without having to, you know, use flasks or anything. The 3 life is actually pretty decent. Unfortunately, I can't get green 3 link, but I can check these gloves and see if they're decent, maybe? No.
What do you want? Return if you must.
Vicious projectiles. That's actually a good gem here. And there's some quality on it too. Let's replace that with Pierce. What the? What's our currency here? Oh, there's no affinity on this thing? Boom. Okay, there we go.
Fare you well.
Goodbye.
Go with courage.
Deadly ailments. Okay, that's like my fourth. The fourth gem. Faster casting. Yeah, what if I just stick with caustic arrows? What happens then? Like if I don't transition to Bladefall. See, that's the problem. I can't decide. I'm like, this is really fun. What if I just decide to go bow all the way? And just live the bow life. Until eventually I switch to anomalous detonate dead. Hold on. Either way, you don't want deadly ailments? Really? Oh. I thought caustic arrow would use deadly ailments, no? Oh, it's only when you're poisoning. It's not damage over time. Although Bladefall, Blade Blast, poison. Oh, right. When I was in Endless Delve, I was using deadly ailments because I was poisoning with Bladefall, Blade Blast. Okay. Everything's starting to make sense now. Fuck this gem. Okay, we're killing Creighton.
All that flashy sword swinging when all you need is one good stab.
Okay. As I mentioned earlier, wither totems are amazing.
Speak.
You probably don't have sockets. Yeah, I think that's one of those things where we're just gonna wait on.
Hello. Travel far.
Yeah, I mean, our sockets and gear is gonna change so fast and so frequently that it probably isn't worth just getting multiple skills. You know what I mean?
Far.
Probably we just want to have one or two good skills and just rely on those, and then go from there. I'm actually kind of curious now. Let's see, how much is Path of Exile / trade? How much is an anomalous detonate dead? Detonate dead. How do you search anomalous on PoE trade? Can I just anomalous miscellaneous? There's an alt quality part. Hold on, let's see. Gem quality type. Anomalous. Okay. How much are these right now? 10 chaos? 12 chaos? 13 chaos? Okay, I mean, it's not that expensive. So we can try playing this build, like... Just... Oh, that's heist? Oh, shit. My bad. Ah, no one's had one yet. I mean, that's sort of what I expected. I'm like, wow, people got it real quick. Like, how are people... PoE players are insane. Alright. That's fair. Alright, let's go get the waypoint. We're gonna kill Oak. We're gonna help Alira. We're gonna... and then we're gonna continue. I really like doing the help Alira mission early on. I feel like the resistances are always good. You get like really good mana regen, you know? Just all good stats, and typically what I do is I refund it later on. Just makes the leveling curve a little bit nicer. So the Bandit Quest. This is like an early experiment GGG did. Like, I guess it was like a PvP thing? I don't know what they were thinking. But the idea was if you can either help or kill the bandits. If you help them, there are 3 bandits by the way. If you help the bandits, you get the associated stat by helping them. So Creighton gives you like some attack speed, cast speed, like dodge chance, some shit. And Oak gives you some physical related stats. Alira gives you mana regen, crit multi, and elemental resistances, I think. And then if you kill all 3, you get some passive skill points. One of the weird things about this quest is, and that you kind of need to watch out for, I guess. If you play hardcore, I guess. If you're a new player, I don't know why you're playing hardcore, but people do it actually. So it's not judging actually. If you play hardcore and you're playing in a party with a friend, and one person decides to help the bandit, and other person decides to kill the bandit, the person helping is gonna team up with the bandit and fight the person who picks kill the bandit. So that's one of the few times in hardcore where you can actually get player killed and lose your character permanently. That's when you just log out? Yeah. But, so like, way back in the day, I don't know why. I guess people were trying to rush through the story, so people would look on the social board and look for public parties. And then there'd be public parties where it's like, oh, we'll help you do bandits. And then it's like, I guess maybe some people are rushing and didn't get the waypoint or something. It doesn't happen as much these days, right? But what happened was like, it's like, yeah, I'm helping the bandit. Are you helping the bandit too? He's like, yeah, I'm helping. Or no, I need to kill the bandit. Do you need to kill the bandit too? He's like, yeah, I need to kill the bandit. And then this is like some guy that's like super over leveled. You go and it's like, okay, we're both clicking kill, right? He's like, yeah, kill. And then you click kill, he clicks help, and then he like just like yeets you out of the league, right? I remember Reddit posts were like filled with like, oh, don't trust this guy, like, you know, Meme City 69, he killed me, and then he said that he would help Alira, but, or he said he would kill Alira, but he helped and he PK'd me. GGG, how can you let this happen? Ban him. There were a lot of Reddit threads like that. And then GGG response is like, I don't know, man, like Path of Exile, it's a brutal game, you know? It's a cutthroat place, you can't trust anybody. That's always their excuse, which I thought was kind of funny too. Shouldn't have trusted him. I think they really wanted to be like EVE Online, you know? Where like shit just happens. And then everybody's up in arms. And then there's drama everywhere. It makes it on the news. Or it makes it on some article online, and it's like, you know, EVE player steals. What's like a clickbaity title for like every EVE Online like article is always has a clickbait title. EVE player spends 5 years for this to betray his teammates. No, it has to be even more clickbaity. EVE Online player plots 5 years for this devious plan. You know, it's always something like that. Yeah, GGG just says, oh, that's unfortunate. Do you remember that time when someone dropped a headhunter in a spot where they couldn't walk to? Yeah, I mean, like, that shit also happens all the time. I mean, I don't expect GGG to just go, well, you know what? Here's a headhunter in, you know, in return. It's like, what if you just like photoshopped it? Or what if you did manage to pick it up and then only like, you know, you were trying to farm karma or something? Anyways, I know it wasn't... Yeah, it's just like, it's buggy. Yeah, GGG doesn't say like, oh, here's how we'll try and fix it next time. They're just like, oh, well... I mean, the game has a lot of bugs. At this point, just like, nobody's surprised anymore. They try their best to fix it, but I know for a fact it's so far down in the backlogs that they can't... They can't. It's not about whether they care or not. Like, I bet if you were to ask them, hey, what's your priority list? And they showed you the priority list, like, that bug is like... It's like way in the bottom. You know, they have... I don't know, it's their weird development cycles. The fact that they need to develop something every few months, right? So like, they can't spend their time fixing bugs. It's the unfortunate reality of it. You know, rather than fixing a bug, they're just gonna make new content because they have to in order to continue making money. I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it, but I don't know if I have a better solution. Like, I know some people on Reddit are like, why don't you just make a league where you fix all the bugs? And it's like, guys, that's not an option. They still need to make money. And it's like, they're in a tough spot because there are a lot of players that are like, well, if this keeps happening, more and more bugs are gonna show up, and like, they're gonna lose money because they're gonna lose their player base. But at the same time, it's like, if you don't make new content, potentially you're gonna lose even more players. Like, what are you gonna do? It's a tough spot. I don't actually have a solution. I hate it when I see that on Reddit. GGG, please just make a bug fix league. I'll do anything for a bug fix league. And then also, it's like the Reddit threads that are like, I hate Mayhem, it's basically just standard, why would anyone play this? And Mayhem was a 1 week league. Imagine that shit for 4 months or 3 months. Yeah, no, not happening. Obviously, they're probably different people, but it's possible they're the same people too. I hate Mayhem, it's so boring. There's just no new content. And to be honest, maybe some people are gonna say that about Flashback too, because it's just like, what's the point? It's just old content. But you know what's cool about Flashback? Your maps are gonna be so freaking juiced, I think. Probably. I don't know. Dreamwind, you're already in maps, right? I would imagine that, you know, maps are pretty juiced. Yeah, that's...
This shadow is starting to feel a little enamored.
Like, you probably get so much... There's just so much shit happening. I already dropped the shavs? Holy shit, dude. I'm almost done with the set of the div cards too. What builds are you playing, Wind? Poison Blade Vortex. Okay. So I have amazing clear speed. I don't know why. I'm like really bad at playing clear speed builds. Well, actually no, I do know why. It's because I have boomer reflexes. Like, it goes so fast, I just don't know what's happening anymore. So I actually have to purposely slow it down a little bit for myself. Because if I go too fast, I'm just like... I'm not playing the game anymore, I'm just observing what's happening. You know what I mean? It's like that movie Click where Adam Sandler... Was it Click? The one where he times travels with a fucking remote? And then he's like, oh, like, I fast forwarded 30 years of my life? That's like what it feels like.
Off you go, little beast. Away! Captured.
So unfortunately, even though I would... I used to rag on clear speed builds, saying that it's just like... You know... Why go so fast? But I realized I was just compensating. And it's like, why go so fast? Those builds aren't even fun. You know, you can't even see what you're doing. But it's like my reflexes can't keep up with the speed. Like I watched this play, and you know, I know what's going on, but at the same time, I don't know what's going on. Watching, I'm just like, he's just zooming. I'm just like, what the fuck? I've played self-cursed headhunter builds before. This is kind of slow in comparison.
I need more.
Actually, I think, yeah, I think there could be other like faster things than Blade Vortex Poison. I mean, anything damage over time, you know, could be faster. You could just hit instead of, you know, killing them over time. But that's BV is pretty fast, but Impale Lacerate is way faster. Really? Does it use Call of Steel? Or is it just Lacerate? Challenger charges on high attack, speed, dual wielding weapon. I was playing a Lacerate character earlier. But I didn't take it into the I didn't even take it into maps. I played it for like a few days.
I need more pockets.
I would show you how fast it is, but it's in standard. That's all right. That's all right. Maybe I'll go back to that character and see if I can gear him up. And he has like no gear at all. So, do you scale the Impale on the Lacerate, or do you don't scale the Bleed at all, right? Like a lot of the Impale, or sorry, a lot of the Lacerate builds I see, they're like Bleed oriented. Use the Bleed just for explosions? I see.
Hello. Return if you must.
This was in Delirium when Deep Cut still existed. Oh. Okay, so maybe it's like... it's probably still very strong. A lot of people still play,
Fare you well.
still play Lacerate.
Fate awaits.
You know, maybe it's not as insane.
Journey
I don't know if it got nerfed, but... Lacerate goes Bleed again. So now everyone's back to Bleed Lacerate? Yeah, I was looking on PoE Ninja because I was trying to figure out how people build Lacerate. And it really did just look like just Bleed Lacerate to me. The reason Lacerate was so good was because of the insane attacks per second, combined with over 12 hit long impales. Okay. Wait, what did deep cuts do again? Deep cuts PoE. Hold on. Inflicts. Oh, impales you inflict last one additional hit. Yeah, that is OP. Can you imagine that with Call of Steel now? Actually, no, you wouldn't be able to do 12 stacks. Oh, maybe. You stack them with voices and megalomaniacs. 6 deep cuts. That is nutty. Dude, like Delirium League had some really nutty builds. Because all the different ways you could scale notables. That league was pretty insane. And then a Watchers for +2. Purposeful Harbinger, yeah. I wasn't even aware of that build until they nerfed it. And I'm like, why did they nerf this thing? And then I went on Reddit. Normally I don't even surf Reddit, like I don't look this stuff up. You know, I'm living my own PoE bubble. Where really the only things I know is basically what chat tells me. But I went on Reddit that day and I looked it up and I realized, I'm like, oh my god, it's so strong. Herald stacking was the most broken shit ever. I mean, aura stacking's still really good, even now. Although it costs so much more. Good, that's true. Not super broken. Herald stacking was aura stacking on steroids. Yeah, yep. I mean, did you ever get to play it? In a way, I kind of wish I got to, just so I can see how like insane it really was. You played it?
I need more pockets.
Yeah, I purposely don't play those builds because it's like, it's gonna get nerfed. I'm gonna like learn something and then I need to unlearn it because it's gonna be gone. Just imagine a build with 20 auras. Yeah. And also the problem with me playing those builds is like you gotta be able to afford all that gear, and I don't farm fast enough or play enough. $20 auras that have over 600% aura effect, and you have over 1,000 increased damage on the tree. That is just freaking insane. Super tanky, insane amounts of damage. Just like you have everything. Everything you could ever ask for. That is nutty. It was kind of boring because you just killed everything. Nothing was a challenge. Well, that's the problem with those kinds of builds, right? I guess the fun part is building the character and seeing how insane of a character you can get, but after that it's like, what's the point of playing a game if there are like no goals whatsoever? Like even sandbox games, you're creating your own goals. The only goal that would be left is like, I guess you want to farm up like a certain amount of currency. But the fact that you even made that build in the first place means you had an insane amount of currency anyways. You know, it's like you just, I don't know, in a way you kind of deprived yourself, but I mean, getting there, I suppose, is pretty fun. You know, getting to that point. That's a decent upgrade. Huh, he's not slamming. I guess I can just keep hitting him. Ow, those rocks freaking hurt. Okay. Another hour.
As much as the next
Another
discussion,
act.
but that was overdoing it.
So just finish Act 2. On to Act 3. Man, it's gonna take me 10 hours.
Ah, it's so good to be back. in
Maybe
the
I need to speed it up a little bit.
Travel far.
Oh, it's a pretty good chest.
Return if you must.
I'd still say that an hour an act is a good pace. You can probably go pretty. I mean, it's not my intention to go fast, but Neeks. At least when you're learning to league start fast. I finished my leveling in 5, but still I leveled a lot. That's, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people, like people who actually do it a lot, they can do it real fast. But kind of need to be like, be aware of what you need to do. Kind of need to have like a streamlined build. And also just, there needs to be a certain level of focus, I think. I don't know if you can autopilot your way, unless you do it a lot. I've never been able to autopilot my way into, like, clearing fast. Or, like, leveling fast. Because when I autopilot, I just kill everything. I think you need to always, in your head, always tell yourself, like, okay, just keep running, just keep running forward. Yeah, 100% you have to focus. I can only autopilot with Twink Gear? Yeah, that makes sense. Or like, you know, like I end up picking up every item. So I'm not, you know, not really paying attention. Which is kind of what's happening here, but it's because I'm like multitasking. My brain is not capable of that, so as a result, most of the concentration is on talking. 80% is just trying to talk. The other 20% is clicking, or 18% is clicking, and the 2% is trying to figure out where to go.
Be well.
Bring me back something nice.
Wait, why did I even come into town? I don't need to go to Sarn. For those of you watching YouTube, it's been an hour, so we are now in Act 3. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, as always, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.